This has to be the most cringeworthy thing I think I've ever seen in my entire life. And I could not imagine being this wrong in my lifetime. This is incredibly hilarious.
We're closing in on almost 5 p.m. Eastern time, and I've been tracking everything that's been going on across the country today.
Okay.
And my most important encounter was when I went out to get my champagne. I was talking to the guy in the store, of course,
Right. Okay.
asking him, did he vote? And he said he did early voting, and he asked me if I early voted. And he asked me, why I was getting the champagne. And I said, because I'm going to be toasting Madam President tonight. And he just
are
looked
you?
at me with kind of
Okay.
like a smirk on his face. And I said, she's going to win this, right? And he says, oh, well, it's very, very close. And I said, no, it's not. He says, well, what do you mean? I said, no, it's not. The women of America are making their voices heard. Reproductive rights is what it all comes down
Oh,
to.
is
and
it?
the women are
Okay.
voting in numbers relative to men that are unbelievable. She's won
okay.
this. And I said
Oh,
to him, she's going to
yeah.
take every one of the swing states plus Iowa.
Everything.
And he said, oh, but the numbers are so close. I said, I'm a political analyst. I'm telling you
Oh.
right now, the
Oh,
numbers
okay.
are there. She's taking this election.
Gotcha.
And then I said to him, you realize, and he didn't tell me who he voted for, but of
Huh.
course I knew. And I said, you do realize you wasted your vote, right? And I didn't care. And I walked out with my bottle of champagne and happily walked home.
Oh. I wonder.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder. Yeah. I wonder how that turned out for you. Let's hear the. Let's hear the day after. The election hangover. Let's hear that video.
So, as you know, Kamala Harris did not win the election.
But you were so
As
confident.
the numbers stand right now, there were 18 million fewer votes than in
Oh.
2020. And as I have said all along, you have to have a huge, huge turnout, and it goes to the Dems. And we didn't have it.
No.
There
you
is
didn't.
one fundamental thing that you cannot account for when you're using data to predict or project
Okay. What
the
is that?
outcome of an election.
What's that?
Is you can't factor in the impact of racism or the existence of racism
Has to be.
and misogyny.
Has to be. That's what it has to be, right? It can't just be that your candidate sucked